Good morning, sir.
Miss Sarah, please have a seat.
Thank you, dear Andrew, for having me for this interview. This is a very good opportunity for me, and I appreciate very much.
What is Java, and why is it platform independent?
Java is a high-level, class-based programming language that follows the object-oriented paradigm. Its platform independence comes from compiling source code into bytecode, which isn't tied to any specific machine. This bytecode runs on the Java Virtual Machine, JVM, which acts as an interpreter and executor. Because JVMs exist for most operating systems, you can write your code once and run it anywhere, making Java a top choice for cross-platform applications.
Can you please explain the concept of object-oriented programming?
Object-oriented programming, OOP, is a method of structuring software using entities called objects. These objects represent real-world things and encapsulate both data, attributes, and behavior, methods. Java's OOP principles, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction, enable code to be more modular, easier to test, maintain, and scale across projects. OOP encourages reusability, reduces redundancy, and supports clear design thinking.
Please tell me, what are the main features of Java?
Java has several standout features. It's platform-independent, object-oriented, robust, handles exceptions and memory issues, secure, restricts low-level access, and supports multi-threading for concurrent execution. Additionally, it includes features for portability, automatic garbage collection, and dynamic linking. All of these make Java suitable for developing everything from desktop software to large-scale enterprise applications.
How do you define Java Virtual Machine, JVM?
The Java Virtual Machine is the engine that runs Java bytecode on any platform. It converts bytecode into native machine instructions and manages system memory. The JVM handles critical tasks like garbage collection, exception handling, and security enforcement. It also creates an abstraction between compiled code and the underlying hardware, enabling Java's write once, run anywhere capability.
What is the difference between JDK, JRE, and JVM?
JDK, Java Development Kit, is the full development package including the compiler, debugger, and tools to create Java applications. JRE, Java Runtime Environment, is a subset of JDK. It contains libraries and the JVM required to run Java applications, but not to build them. JVM, on the other hand, is the core that executes the compiled bytecode and provides the runtime environment.
Can you please explain Java's garbage collection process?
Java's garbage collection is an automatic memory management mechanism. It identifies objects that are no longer in use and reclaims their memory to avoid memory leaks. Developers don't need to manually delete objects, which reduces bugs and simplifies coding. The garbage collector works in the background and can use various algorithms, like generational GC, to optimize performance.
Please explain, what is a class in Java?
A class in Java is a user-defined blueprint that outlines the structure of objects. It defines variables, fields, and functions and methods that the created object will have. Classes serve as templates, and objects are instantiated based on them. They help organize code and enforce modular, reusable structures in object-oriented design.
Tell me, what is an object in Java?
An object is a real-world entity created from a class. It holds its own data in attributes and executes behaviors through methods defined in the class. For instance, a car class might have objects like myCar or friendCar, each with its own properties, like color or speed. Objects interact with one another and are the fundamental building blocks of Java applications.
How do you explain inheritance in Java?
Inheritance enables a class, subclass, to inherit properties and behaviors from another class, superclass. This promotes code reuse and supports hierarchical classifications. For example, if vehicle is a superclass, then car and bike can inherit its attributes and override its methods if needed. Java supports single inheritance through classes and multiple inheritance via interfaces.
Tell me, what is polymorphism in Java?
Polymorphism allows the same method or object to behave differently based on context. In Java, it occurs in two main forms: method overloading, compile time, and method overriding, runtime. This flexibility enables developers to write cleaner, scalable, and more intuitive code, especially in systems that require similar actions on different object types.
Explain me the difference between equals equals and dot equals in Java.
The equals operator compares object references, i.e., whether two variables point to the same object in memory. The dot equals method, however, compares the values within the objects. For example, two different string objects may contain the same text, but equals would return false while the equals would return true. Understanding this distinction is key to avoiding logical bugs.
Explain static keyword in Java.
The static keyword signifies that a variable or method belongs to the class itself, rather than to instances of the class. It means there's only one copy of the member, shared across all objects. You can access static methods and fields without creating an object. It's commonly used for utility functions and constants, e.g., math.py.
Tell me, what is a constructor in Java and how is it different from a method?
A constructor is a special block used to initialize new objects. It has the same name as the class and no return type. Unlike methods, constructors run automatically when an object is created. Methods are designed for behaviors and typically require an explicit call. Constructors can be overloaded but not overridden.
What is method overloading in Java?
Method overloading allows multiple methods in a class to share the same name as long as they differ in parameters, type, number, or order. It enhances readability and usability. For instance, you could have a print method that works with strings, integers, or booleans. It's a form of compile-time polymorphism.
Tell me, what is method overriding in Java?
Method overriding occurs when a subclass redefines a method from its superclass to provide specialized behavior. The method's signature must be identical. It's a form of runtime polymorphism, allowing dynamic method dispatch. This is essential for implementing behaviors specific to derived classes while maintaining a consistent interface.
Tell me, what is an abstract class in Java?
An abstract class is a partially defined class that cannot be instantiated directly. It can contain both fully implemented methods and abstract methods without body. Abstract classes provide a foundation for subclasses to build upon, especially when you want to enforce certain methods while allowing flexibility in implementation.
What is an interface in Java and how is it different from an abstract class?
An interface is a contract that defines methods a class must implement. It contains only abstract methods by default, although since Java 8, it can also have default and static methods. Unlike abstract classes, interfaces don't allow instance fields or constructors, and a class can implement multiple interfaces, enabling multiple inheritance.
What is the difference between final, finally, and finalize in Java?
Final is a keyword used to prevent modification. It can make variables constants, prevent method overriding, or block class inheritance. Finally is a block that always executes after a try-catch, used for cleanup. Finalize is a method the garbage collector may call before destroying an object, but it's rarely used in modern Java.
What is the difference between checked and unchecked exceptions in Java?
Checked exceptions are part of method signatures and must be declared or handled explicitly, e.g., IO exception. They are verified at compile time. Unchecked exceptions, such as null pointer exception, occur during runtime and don't require explicit handling. Understanding both types helps in writing robust error handling logic.
What is multi-threading in Java and how is it implemented?
Multi-threading is the concurrent execution of two or more threads to improve performance. Java supports it via the thread class and the runnable interface. Threads share the same memory space, allowing efficient communication, but care must be taken to handle synchronization and avoid race conditions.
What is encapsulation in Java?
Encapsulation is the concept of restricting direct access to object data and exposing it through getter/setter methods. It promotes data hiding and protects the internal state of an object. This design principle improves maintainability and prevents unintended interference from other parts of the program.
What is the difference between abstract classes and interfaces in Java?
Abstract classes can include state, fields, constructors, and both abstract and concrete methods. Interfaces, in contrast, act more like a pure contract and traditionally only had abstract methods, with Java 8+ enhancements. One class can implement multiple interfaces, while only one abstract class can be extended.
What is the purpose of the super keyword in Java?
The super keyword refers to the immediate superclass of a class. It's used to access parent methods, variables, or constructors that have been overridden or shadowed. This is especially useful when customizing behavior in subclasses while reusing parent logic.
What is the difference between string, string builder, and string buffer?
String objects are immutable. Any change results in a new object. String builder and string buffer are mutable, allowing in-place modifications. The key difference between them is thread safety. String buffer is synchronized and safe for multi-threaded use, whereas string builder is faster but not thread safe.
What is the difference between hash map and hash table in Java?
Hash map is not synchronized, making it faster but unsafe in concurrent settings. Hash table is synchronized, making it slower but thread safe. Additionally, hash map allows one null key and multiple null values, while hash table does not permit any null keys or values.
What is the difference between array list and linked list in Java?
Both ArrayList and LinkedList implement the list interface, but differ in performance and internal structure. ArrayList uses a dynamic array, making it efficient for accessing elements via index, while LinkedList uses a doubly linked list, which excels in insertions and deletions. If you expect frequent random access, go with ArrayList. But if your operations involve more adding/removing from the middle or ends, linked list may be better. Understanding your data use pattern helps in choosing the right one.
What is the difference between throw and throws in Java?
Throw is used to actually throw an exception in code, like throw new IO exception. Wink. Throws is used in method declarations to inform callers that this method might throw certain exceptions. Think of throw as the action and throws as the declaration. While they sound similar, they serve different roles in how Java handles errors and exceptions.
What is the singleton design pattern in Java?
The singleton pattern ensures that only one instance of a class exists throughout the application's lifecycle. It typically involves a private constructor, a private static instance, and a public static method that returns the instance. This is useful for shared resources like database connections or configuration managers. However, thread safety and lazy initialization should be carefully handled when designing a singleton in multi-threaded applications.
What is the difference between wait and sleep in Java?
Both pause a thread, but they work very differently. Sleep is a static method from thread and pauses execution for a set time. It doesn't release any locks. Wait, from object, is used for inter-thread communication. It pauses the thread until another thread calls notify, or notify all, and does release any held lock. So, wait is typically used in synchronized blocks, while sleep is used for timing.
What is the difference between an array and an array list in Java?
An array is a fixed-size data structure that stores elements of the same type, defined at the time of creation. ArrayList, on the other hand, is part of the collections framework and offers dynamic resizing. ArrayList comes with helpful methods like add, remove, contains, which make it easier to manage and manipulate data. Arrays are more efficient for primitive types, but ArrayLists are much more flexible in general applications.
What is the Java collections framework?
The collections framework is a set of interfaces and classes in Java that help manage groups of objects. It includes structures like list, set, queue, and map with concrete implementations like ArrayList, HashSet, and HashMap. It offers efficient, reusable tools for storing, accessing, and processing data, making it a vital part of everyday Java programming. Think of it as your toolbox for data organization.
What is the purpose of the volatile keyword in Java?
When a variable is declared volatile, it tells the JVM that changes made by one thread are immediately visible to other threads. This prevents threads from caching values locally. It's not a substitute for synchronization, but it's useful for flags or states shared between threads. It's a small addition with a big impact in ensuring consistent behavior in multi-threaded environments.
What is the difference between a thread and a process in Java?
A process is a heavyweight, isolated execution unit with its own memory, while a thread is a lightweight component of a process, sharing memory and resources. Java threads enable concurrent operations within the same application, making it more responsive and efficient. Threads are often used for parallel tasks like handling user input, network communication, or background calculations.
What is the difference between synchronized and lock in Java?
Synchronized is a keyword-based mechanism that blocks access to a method or block to one thread at a time. It's simple but limited. Lock from java.util.concurrent.locks offers more flexible control, like timed locks, try locking, and interruptible locking. For more complex or scalable multi-threaded apps, lock provides finer control over synchronization.
What is a deadlock in Java and how can it be prevented?
A deadlock happens when two or more threads are blocked forever, each waiting on a resource held by the other. For example, thread A holds lock 1 and waits for lock 2, while thread B holds lock 2 and waits for lock 1. Prevent it by acquiring locks in a fixed order, using timeout mechanisms, or avoiding nested locks. Identifying deadlocks early in development is crucial for building stable multi-threaded applications.
What is reflection in Java?
Reflection allows Java code to inspect and manipulate classes, methods, and fields at runtime, even if their names weren't known at compile time. It's powerful for frameworks, libraries, and tools like debuggers, IDEs, or dependency injection systems. But it should be used with care, as it bypasses compile time checks and can impact performance and security.
What is the difference between callable and runnable in Java?
Runnable is a functional interface used to execute code without returning a result. Callable is similar, but it can return a value and throw checked exceptions. Use callable when you need to compute a result or catch specific exceptions in multi-threaded environments, often with an executor service that returns a future.
What is the Java Stream API and why is it useful?
Introduced in Java 8, the Stream API provides a declarative approach to processing collections. It supports operations like filtering, mapping, sorting, and reducing. Streams make code more readable and concise, especially when combined with Lambda expressions. It's a game changer for writing elegant, functional-style data processing in Java.
What is the difference between comparator and comparable in Java?
Comparable is used for natural ordering of objects, implemented within the class using compare_to. Comparator defines external custom sorting logic using compare, and can be passed as an argument when sorting collections. Use comparable when the object knows how it should compare, and comparator when sorting needs to be dynamic or varies per use case.
What is the fork/join framework in Java?
The fork/join framework, introduced in Java 7, is designed to break large tasks into smaller subtasks, execute them in parallel, and combine results. It works well with divide and conquer algorithms and uses a work-stealing strategy to balance load. It's ideal for heavy computations and gives developers an efficient model for leveraging multi-core systems.
Thank you. I have come to the end of this interview. Before we close, do you have any question?
Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew, for your time in this interview. I really appreciate it. I wanted to know what I should focus for first 3 months if I am selected for this position.
Thank you, Ms. Sarah. As I said in the beginning, we are expanding the team to work on a new project. The project intends to develop Java for this new project, so ideally you will be engaged with the team in this task.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew.
You are welcome. Have a good day.
Good day to you, sir.
Comment below, how did you find the mock interview? I hope this will be helpful for the preparation of your next interview. Bye.